Lord, and today I'm going to show you how to get better records music on our server. Now on a server you already need better records to be running on your client because else you can't join the server. Now if you have already done that and you want to actually play music and want others to hear it, and of course you yourself want to hear it, then it's a pretty tedious process to actually get the music working. However, once you have done it, then you probably can do it over and over and you start to remember it. So it's just about doing it once and you probably get into it later. And if not, you can just watch this tutorial over and over again. So yeah, so let's get started. We have to find ourselves music. I'm just gonna reload this page because I want it black. There we go. And then we're just gonna, for example, I'm gonna take my license for music. So yeah, not gonna get sued by YouTube, not today at least. And then I'm gonna put this into YouTube MP3, for example. If you already have your audio file or video file, you don't basically have to do this step, the YouTube step, so I'm just gonna do this for myself right now. And then you just put in the link, which you copy from the taskbar up here, for example, put it in here, convert video, right? You're gonna click on download. Now you just wait for that download to finish up, which is now. And then I'm going to select files to upload. I'm going to go on media.io, and I'm going to click select files to upload. And I'm going to click on KSTaybeats, which is my music file I downloaded. I'm going to go double click on that. Now the next thing I want to do is pick the output format, which is OGG files. Now OGG files tend to be better, as I already said, because of they have a lesser chance or a small chance to actually fail on being read by the server and by the clients, where MP3 files about 50% of the time tend to fail. Now from here on we're going to pick our quality, and since unless you can actually hear the difference between 192 kilobits and 320, you usually just pick high because you don't have to make large files for people to download, right? So keep it at high, but if you can actually hear the difference, you can make it extreme. And again, just gonna click convert, wait for it to be uploaded. And Media.io can be choppy sometimes, so it might actually seem like it's stuck for a second or two. And it's already done this time. Nice. And as you can see, it's done uploading and starting converting. And I already did that actually, because I did do that previously. So I'm gonna click on download, 6 megabytes. I'm gonna close up this tab for this to be finished. Now you can make sure that this file download also works just by usually opening it with Windows Media Player or something. Now this seems promising. So without any further ado, we are gonna use Dropbox. The thing is that you can use other hosts, but I recommend Dropbox because of the fact that Dropbox has the chance to fail about 22 of 10 times, while Mediafire, for example, might fail 7 or 6 of 10 times. So the fail chance is slightly less with Dropbox. What you want to do is you just upload a music file to Dropbox. You're just gonna, for example, drop it on the browser window, or you just upload it through, for example, through the Dropbox UI. Or I already did that, as you can see on here, KSTaybeats, it's the same thing. So what you want to do is right-click it when you have uploaded it, click on Share, and you're gonna copy this link with Control-C or right-click, copy. Now we're done with that part, but you might want to keep it open. What you want to do then is, of course, join our server. Now I'm gonna wait for this FPS lag to be over when I join, because it's DNS. There we go. So we have now, of course, joined the server. What you want to do now is you want to make yourself a blank record, which isn't quite hard actually. You simply need a eye of Ender and any kind of music disc. I'm not quite sure. The only thing that's being shown in the recipe is the C418 weight. However, I'm quite sure you can do that with any disc. And what you're gonna get out of this is a blank record. Now you will need that blank record in a second, but the first thing you're gonna make is a record etcher. A record etcher is pretty simple to make. You need iron ingot, nether quartz, 2 slabs of any kind of wood, and any kind of wood planks. Now, since you have made that, I'm just gonna use it. So, you put the blank record into this little slot here, and you put in the URL which you copied from this one here if you still have it in your clipboard. Unless you don't, then you're just gonna click on share again, and then click on copy, and then put it into this URL bar here. What you can see is that it says DL is or equals 1 or 0. You set it to 1, else you won't download it. Now the next thing you're gonna do is just gonna give it a name. Like this one is KST Beats. Oops, double 3 points, as it's called. And it will tell you that it's validating the file. And what you're gonna do is when it says ready to etch, then you did everything right, and then click on etch. Now with that, you have your music downloaded. So what you want to do is then also go into your options menu, controls, and reconfigure your Better Records config keybind to any bind key that is actually not used yet. And you want to open it. What you want to do is put Stream Radio on off because it's disabled anyway, so it will just create more lag than it should. You're going to put the max download MB size to anything beyond, let's say, because it's usually on 10, but if some music files are larger than 10 megabytes, so maybe want to put it on 15 or 20 or even 30. So you just don't want to put it too high because some people tend to do this and they upload like 1,000 megabyte files, and yeah, you just put it on maximum 30 megabytes because if a music file is larger than this, you probably shouldn't even upload it to the server. Anyways, the next thing we're gonna do is play on download. You're just gonna put it on. It's usually on off. And the next thing you're gonna do is the stream buffer is at normal. When you join the server, you will be asked first time on what flashing mode you want. Unless you want to get an epilepsy attack, you put it to none. And if you want to have flashing lights, you just put it to low, normal, or even rave party. Like I put it on normal, so you just put up, for example, a laser and a strobe light, and just connect it up to the regular player, which is, by the way, made with a diamond block, 3 glass panes, and any kind of wood. So you, for example, put up a strobe light. Oops, a strobe light. Put it here, for example. It's floating right now. And lasers, by the way, and speakers tend to turn after your direction you're looking at them. So if you take it right here, you can see it's actually turning in my direction in almost any angle. So yeah, and the same counts with lasers. If, for example, go to shift, so you have a lower viewing angle, it will adjust after that. If you want to look more up, it will do the same. So they adjust after how you just configure them. Now, for example, we can just put these up right now. Just make them a little rave party here. There we go. And we're gonna connect them with wire, speaker wire. You right click on it, and then on the player, the record player. And the same with the speakers and all that kind of stuff, but they're already connected, as you can see. So what you want to do then is just plop in the music disc and wait for the magic to happen. As you also can see that the mod or the lights are syncing up with the music. That's pretty neat actually. So at bass drops, this looks pretty awesome. So that's basically it with showing you how to install or how to get Better Records working. And yeah, I see you next time then.